Hi, welcome to Nomis Academy. In this video, we are going to learn how to find the nature of a turning point under the application of differentiation. Alright, the turning points are maximum point and minimum point. Point of inflection is not a turning point, but a stationary point. Alright, now let me give us the conditions for maximum and minimum point. The first one, maximum points. So at point A, or at point where x is equal to A, dy over the x is equal to 0. Also, at the point where x is equal to A, the square y over the x squared is less than 0. So whenever the square y all over the x squared is less than 0, that point is a maximum point. Now for minimum points, okay, at point x equal b, dy over the x must equal 0. Also at that same point, the square y over the x squared must be greater than 0. So at this point, or this particular point is called minimum point if the square y over the x squared at the point is greater than 0. Alright, let's pick the first example. Example 1. Okay, it says determine the nature of the turning points of the curve y equal to x cubed over 3 minus x squared minus 3x plus 5. Alright, solution. To find the nature of the turning point. First and foremost, we need to find the turning point before we go further to find the nature of the turning point. Alright, we have y equal to x cubed over 3 minus x squared minus 3x plus 5. Now we are going to find dy dx of the function. Dy over dx is equal to 3x squared over 3 minus 2x minus 3. So we have it to be, this cancel this, we have x squared minus 2x minus 3. Okay, so the square y over the x squared is equal to, differentiate this again, you have 2x, and differentiate this, you have minus 2. Okay, now turning point occurs at the point where dy dx is equal to 0. So we write turning points occurs at the point occurs where the y over the x equal to 0. So we are going to equate this to 0. The y over the x, which is x squared minus 2x minus 3, must equal 0. So we are going to factorize this, and that will be x squared minus 3x plus x, and then we have minus 3 equal to 0. So to simplify this, we pick the first two terms and pick out what is common. We have x as the common factor, and then we have x minus 3, and then we do the same thing here. 1 is common, so we write plus 1, x minus 3. equal to 0. So finally we have x minus 3 and x plus 1 equal to 0. So when you equate these two linear factors to 0, we have x is equal to 3 or x is equal to minus 1. So these are the turning points. At this point, we have the turning point. Okay, now we will go further to find the nature of the turning point. The nature of the turning point. All right. At the point x equal to 3, first and foremost, we are going to insert this in the function given, which is when you put y in equal to, write 3 in place of x, so that will be 3 cubed over 3 minus 3 raised to the power of 2 minus 3 into 3 and then plus 5. So when you simplify that, you will get minus 4 as the value of y. So when x is 3, y is 4. So at the points, we have the point 3 comma minus 4. So now to find the nature of this point, we now include or we bring in the idea the square y over the x square equal to 0. So equate it to 0 and let's get the value of the square y over the x square equal to, we have 2 into 3 minus 2. So this will give us 6 minus 2, and that is 4. That is 4. So you can see that the square y over the x square is greater than 0. Therefore, the point 3 comma minus 4 is a minimum point based on the condition. When the square y over the x square greater than 0 and the y the x is equal to 0, then the point is set to be a minimum point. So therefore, 3 comma minus 4 is the minimum point. So we go further to check the last point. At the point where x is equal to minus 1, so we do the same thing. So we have y equal to minus 1 raised to the power of 3 over 3 minus 1 raised to the power of 2 minus 3 minus 1 plus 5. So at this point, when you simplify it, you have 6 whole number 2 over 3. So we have minus 1 comma 6 whole number 2 over 3. So this is the second point. So we want to find out the nature of these points. Let's go to the other side of the board. Alright, so the square y over the x square at the points where x is equal to 1, so we insert the value of minus 1. So we have 2 into minus 1 minus 2. So to simplify that, we have minus 2 minus 2. So finally, the square y over the x square is equal to minus 4. So you can see that the square y over the x square is less than 0. So this is less than 0. So we can now conclude and say, therefore, the points Minus 1 comma 6 whole number 2 over 3 is a maximum point. Is a maximum point. Alright, so this is the condition and this is how to find the nature of a turning point. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.